All right, let's talk about productivity, shall we? So before I get started, welcome to the Stressed Accountant YouTube channel. My name is Dawn Goldberg. I have been a CPA now for over 30 years. I have worked for some of the large firms like Deloitte & Touche and Ernst & Young. I am a professional certified coach for accountants, and I'm also the author of my new book, The Smarter Accountant. And I'm also the creator I've been pretty busy. I'm creator of both the Smarter Accountant program and the Smarter Accountant Time Management program. And so the next 4 episodes of this YouTube channel are going to be all about productivity. Now, why is this important? Why have 4 episodes on productivity? Because we're accountants and productivity is our lifeblood. It doesn't matter whether you're in public or private accounting. We are in a profession that prides itself on being productive and efficient. So in my book, The Smarter Accountant, I shared the story of Jeff. And I'm going to share the story now, and then I'm going to answer the question, if I'm so smart, why am I not as productive as I'd like to be? So here's Jeff's story. Jeff was a partner in a small firm, and he had worked his way up from entry-level associate to partner over 25 years with the same firm. So he had a long history in the accounting profession. Obviously, he'd been there for 25 years. And he started in the days of, I might be dating myself, but he started in the days of like 10-column paper to manage financials. If you're young and you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's fine. But he worked his way from the 10-column paper days to now using the latest technology that's available to help accountants to be more productive and efficient, which is great. And for some of you, you may have no idea, again, what 10-column paper is, but I've been a CPA since 1990, before the days of computer programs. Now, even though Jeff was a seasoned CPA, he was not only willing to learn everything that he could about using technology, he was also a really fast learner, and he enjoyed trying different apps and programs and all the different latest and greatest software programs to see what would work best for him and for his firm, obviously, at large. He was fine with the workflow system that had been implemented, and he wasn't one of those old timers who couldn't see the benefits of it. He really could see the merits in these new workflow systems. But the issue that Jeff was having was with his productivity. He just wasn't being as productive and efficient as he'd like to be. And it didn't matter whether he used a paper planner or a computer program like Outlook. He just couldn't seem to produce the amount of work that he wanted or needed to in order to maintain the billable hours that he was contractually obligated to complete. Now, although he worked an average of 60 hours a week, he wasn't happy with what he had to show for his time. He always seemed to be busy, but that didn't mean he was producing much value. Even when he was at home with his wife and children, he noticed that he rarely sat down to relax, but that he still wasn't as productive as he'd like to be. He would often get to the office on Monday morning, and when he was asked, like, what did he do that weekend, he was at a loss. If you've asked the other people in his life or at work or at home, they wouldn't describe Jeff as lazy. Absolutely not. But deep down inside, he just didn't like his busyness for the sake of being busy. He wanted to get a better handle on his productivity and to feel better about his contributions, both at work and at home. That's when I stepped in. So the issue that I see for most accountants is thinking that a workflow system or a to-do list is the answer to their productivity issues. But here's the problem, especially with to-do lists. They don't make you more productive because of one very important thing, how your brain interprets a list of things to do. The truth is that when you are solely working off a to-do list, things don't get done efficiently. Other things get in the way. You feel confused, you feel scattered, and you wonder why you feel like you can never get ahead. The thing is, your lower brain, which I like to call the toddler, your lower brain sees a long list of things to do and cannot delineate between something being simple versus something being complicated. It sees everything as urgent and overwhelming. And to this lower part of your brain, All items on a to-do list look the same because to this part of the brain, it cannot do one very important thing, which is put things into context. It cannot make intelligent decisions about the individual items on your to-do list. And instead, what it does is it dramatically sees them all as one big problem that cannot be solved. So to become more productive, you have to create space in your brain to process things more efficiently and effectively. You do need to get everything out of your brain and onto paper, but once you've calendared everything, and I literally mean everything, you need to throw away that to-do list. I promise you, it's like the greatest feeling. Now, I know that's hard to even imagine, throwing away your beloved to-do list, but I promise you it's possible, and it's incredibly beneficial if you want to improve your productivity. And so in the next video, I'm going to explain what your accountant brain has to do with productivity. You're definitely going to want to watch that, especially if you're someone who would like to get more done in less time. So if you're interested in figuring out how to be more productive, you'll definitely want to schedule a free 30-minute call with me to discuss what you are struggling with. I can help you see exactly what's getting in the way, and I'll actually be able to help you to see what you can do about it. The solution to being more productive without, here's the key, without burning out in the process is simpler than you think, and I can show you how. So just go below in the description of this video and you'll find the link to book a 30-minute call with me. And don't forget to check out the other free resources that I have in the description below. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.